kind of exhibited by the fact that I can't get any of them to come talk to me, I think is because they fundamentally cannot. They cannot. Thanks, Amanda. Oh, okay. Amanda's just going nuts with the. Just fundamentally too scared to come talk to me. Can't indefensible position that this is good. Somewhat undercut by this. that like I have to imagine something like this is happening where they're watching us like protest, and we all have eyes and ears, and we're looking at the gas prices, we're looking at Americans going hungry, we're looking at people losing their access to their health care and their fucking insulin, and we're fucking in the streets, and the fact that they can't come talk to us, you have to imagine that they also see what's going on. They also understand fundamentally that they're not being looked after, that you are not part of the winning side, because nobody's winning here except apart from the sort of breathlessly wealthy 0.5 of the 0.1%. I need you to show this. I need to show you this. Amanda's texting me that I have to sing a song. I didn't know that was I didn't know that was the goal. So, no. Thanks, Amanda, for your support, you little maniac. What song would I sing? What's the fuck Donald Trump song? I'll play a song. How about that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh fuck. My L4 decided to leave the chat today at the gym, which is always a bummer.
What are we talking about? Let's pick another topic. Noise what? Drums? Trump! Holy shit. Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump, yo! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump, baby! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump, baby! 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 Fuck Donald Trump.
This is 30 minutes long.
Donald Trump, baby! Fuck Donald Trump, baby! Fuck Donald Trump, baby! Fuck
3.5 minutes long. Just let you know.
Donald Trump, baby! Fuck Donald Trump, baby! Fuck Donald Trump, baby! Fuck Donald Trump, baby! You're embarrassing the whole country. Fuck you, you piece of shit. You little son of a bitch. You think you're just gonna get up in the morning and tweet out some bullshit? No one wants to hear it. No one wants
to see it. Fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump.
Okay. So. Oh.
I'm assuming you're live for this amazing presidential address that was just given.
It was.
You know, like here's the fact of the matter. Like he just basically gave a whole address to recap what he's been posting on Temu Twitter and to justify why we're going to be there longer, which contradicts what he's been posting on Temu Twitter.
He sure did do that. That's exactly what he did. And yeah, he was just like 3 more weeks is what he said. That he like and has to. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, like every time I talk, there's something the feedback. Maybe it was that song, the music.
I gotta unplug this stupid thing and plug it back in.
I think it's good now. Watch, check. My check. Yeah, it's working now. It's working now. Hey, Matt, you showed up late. He was playing your song, dude.
He's not even in yet.
Oh, that's Matt's like song. We used to ride to it in DC every day.
Mark Revellier, fuck Donald Trump in Vienna.
Yeah, we actually put a video of us riding our bikes in DC to that song, and the artist Mark, whatever I can't say his last name,
Revellier.
Congratulations, you can say it. But he
You speak Korean.
He commented on the video, which is way easier.
Not only did he comment on the video, he said that it was the highlight of his career.
Yeah,
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he there's a bunch of shit in there, right? The like shitting on Obama for setting up this deal that he destroyed, which is the root cause of why we're here. But like he went on the greatest hits of America's wars.
Yep.
And reference Vietnam. Famously dodged that one, right? And then he sure didn't forget the last one that we were in. And I thought that that was crazy too. You forgot one, a big one.
You left out Afghanistan.
You did leave that one out.
Well,
you sure did. You're the president, right? Like I know.
Right. Let me say this though, really briefly, just from like the veteran standpoint, kind of thing, because you're right. Like when you say it's the greatest hits of all of our wars, God, so right. But what pisses me off when right out the gate he says we've had these great battlefield victories. I want to be clear. And listen, battlefield strategy, military strategy is not something the common person is familiar with or even studies, and that's fair. But there's been no battlefield victories. And I'm not saying that because I dislike Donald Trump. I'm saying that because that's objectively true. Sending out the Air Force to bomb places is not a battlefield victory. That's just a place being bombed without an objective. Battlefield victories come when you have military objectives, when you have phase lines to meet, when you have some reason to be there. The stance of America has always been that of a defensive stance. Always. I dare say this might be the first war I can think of where we were engaged in it offensively and not defensively. And so there's no battlefield victory to be had, right? This is my point. There's no battlefield, so you can't have battlefield victories. And then he says, while talking about that 13 service members laid their lives down, which is an insult to those lives lost, because we never should have been there. And then says, we must make sure we stay to the end. But he just told us a few days ago that the end was here.
He said it today. He said that we won.
Yeah.
So all of that in one big bubble annoys me. But then the last thing I'll say to this, and I'm sure that Matt can probably talk to these same points, but before you get the rank of colonel in the Army or 06 in any branch of service, you have to go through what's called a war college. The war college is 2 years long, and there's where you learn the intricacies of military strategy at a high level. So before you're in charge of thousands of service members in a combat zone, you have to attend this college, to which Pete Hegseth has never been to, and Donald Trump can't even spell the word war. So that's why they think that when they say the Navy's gone, the Army's gone, this is gone, it's over, we've won. If that's true, if that's the watermarks for victory, then why was it Iraq over in 60 days? Because in 60 days in Iraq, they had no Navy, they had no Army, they had no president. It was a wrap. But guess what? We were there for 9 years because war battlefields do not just include bombs and bullets. They include people. People matter. And if you don't do something to address the people part of this, then all you've done is created a very long and large problem. Because now the population of Iran has a vendetta against us, rightfully so. In fact, the letter that was released from Iran today was more diplomatic than anything I've seen from the United States. Yeah. So this idea that we've just got battlefield victories because we blew shit up is an Hollywood education idea. That's when you know nothing about war other than what you saw on a movie.
I also will just reiterate this idea too, like how do we get radical extremists? Why do you think there is terrorism? And like this idea that like do we deserve acts of terror against us? No, of course not. Citizens don't deserve to be blown up. Much like how we are blowing up citizens all over the Middle East right now. how do you radicalize somebody? I don't know. Blowing up their dad's probably not a good start. I feel like that would be a probably good. And so to say that like there's a new regime who's going to treat us better, like that is, we've heard the new leadership say that that's fucking wrong. We've heard them from their mouth say nah. And so like that's a big feeling that washed over me. Is just like this is how Americans get hurt long term. And yeah, like this is how you radicalize groups of people.
I want Matt to respond to that. Before he does, I want to give you one quick anecdote to fucking put a cap on what you just said. I was interrogating a guy, because that's what I did in the Army. I was interrogating a guy one time, and you know, when you're first interrogating a person, you kind of want to build their story, get to know them a little bit, blah, 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 blah. This kid was like 19, 20 years old, and I start kind of digging into his story. And I'm trying to get to like him to tell me why, or do you hate America? Why are you radical against us? Potentially, you know what he said? He said, "Because when I was 8, you killed my parents." So now he's sitting in front of me at 18. Like this is the side that people need to pay closer attention to. The battlefield's more than bombs and bullets; it includes people. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, you're never going to bomb your way to peace. It's an oxymoron. The idea of peace through strength or peace through military action, or that is a moron's way of approaching international diplomacy.
Matt, what do you mean? It's worked so many times before.
Oh yeah. We're doing it. Worked so well in Iraq that Iraq is now bombing our fucking bases that are still in Iraq. Yeah, that worked out real fucking well for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I will say, like, one thing that really pissed me off, because I watched his 25-minute little fucking speech also. The one thing that really, like, I literally jumped out of my chair and started yelling at my fucking screen was when he said that every single family that he talked to in Dover said that they wanted him to finish the job, when there's been multiple families that have come out saying that they talked about none of that shit. None of it. And I just want to, if there's anybody, 2,500 fucking people in this chat right now, if there's any of you that are contemplating signing up for the United States military, I need you to recognize this, because the president of the United States, the commander in chief of the United States military, when you die fighting his ego war, your family's grief will be propagandized to continue fighting his fucking ego war.
Hey,
I want you to know that.
Can you lower your voice a little bit on that, please?
Currently enlisted Marissa. Okay. Yeah.
Allegedly. Oh, God, allegedly.
Allegedly. Actually, this is a long running plant that I've paid for.
Can I just... it's very emotional too to see that. One of those dignified transfers was a good friend of mine that came back, and she was supposed to come home a long time ago. So that really sucks, and it sucks to hear it, and to hear reactions like that for her death. That sucks.
I'm really sorry.
A baseball cap at a dignified transfer, that sucks. Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yep, and then like you said, propagandizing the grief of the family. It's
a prop to this administration. Her sacrifice is a prop to this administration.
Yep,
and it's shameful.
Let me also say this.
It never should have happened to begin with.
Hey, let me say this really, really quick, Marissa, and this is like a side conversation, but as somebody who did what you're doing now for 13 years. And as somebody who went to Iraq and Afghanistan and watched several friends not come home, and watched a lot of other people not come home, friends or not, the hardest thing that I learned in the Army, was when I sat down and had that conversation in my head. Why did they die? Why did they die? And like, especially when you're on the ground watching, I can go into story after story of all these ridiculous missions we get sent on to pick up fruit. This is a true story. I got sent to pick up fruit one day. Deep buried IED killed 6 people. So you start asking yourself, like, what are we doing? Like, why are we dying? And so that feeling you just had right there on this live, that feeling that you just had is a feeling that any veteran of combat, and most veterans, even if they didn't go to combat, who knew somebody who died in combat, have experienced that feeling with you. So I feel you. I empathize with you, but understand that it's real, and this is what our country does. Our country sends us off to needlessly die, and their rewards for money, and it sucks super fucking bad to realize it. Really, really bad.
Just
Not fun.
Well, they got the poverty enlistment thing down, you know?
Nailed it.
with you.
Nailed it.
It's hard to refuse.
Well, yeah.
And then just when you're ready, you're like, oh, there's the door. ETS is coming. They're like, how about here's
Bonus.
30K. Give us 3 more years.
Bonus.
Well,
And then you
I was
sign it. And then you're like,
patiently
oh,
waiting.
man.
But also, don't worry, a bonus and duty station of choice until you get branch curtailed.
Sure.
The whole duty station
Sure.
thing,
Right.
that's an active duty problem. That ain't a reserve problem. All right? That's an active duty
Well, I
problem.
was scrolling through the TikTok and I seen Short Sugar Britches up here talking. And then I came down and I
Oh,
seen
boo.
the Jolly Green
Boo.
Giant. So
Wait,
Jolly
wait.
Green, I got a bone to pick with Jolly Green Giant.
Okay, real quick. I'm cool with this. I'm cool. Hang on. I'm cool with this.
I got a bone to pick with his hairline.
Hang on.
Right?
Before you pick your bone with me, I
Hold
want
on.
you to listen. Hang on. It's
Sugar
important.
Shorts?
It's important that you understand. Before you pick your bone with me, I just want to lay some ground rules. Number 1, you're irrelevant. I don't know who you are. So number 2, your bone that you have to pick with me, I couldn't give a fuck less. And number 3, please understand that you know me and I don't know you. So I need you to settle with that when this is all over. Go ahead.
What's your bone?
What's your bone, Timu Ben Shapiro?
Bone.
Listen. First of all, you need to calm
First
down.
of all, you have an AI picture as a profile picture because you're too much of a coward and you're
Let's
a
just focus up. Let's just focus up.
Come on.
We watched Trump do his thing. We're talking about it. Let's hear what you have to say about this or
Yes.
Jolly. But either way, today, Junior.
Yeah, let's spit
Hold
it out.
on.
Let's spit it out.
No. First of all, which
Get my
one you want
bone
me to
out of your
comment on
mouth and
first?
spit out with the other bone you got to pick. Let's go.
What were you saying?
Go ahead.
Listen, why do you surround yourself with the LGBT community, Shorts?
Who's what?
What?
Have you seen us?
I mean, because
Okay.
look, I said, listen, hold on, bro.
I thought we were talking about Jolly
Hold on, Shorts, real quick, hold on. I said I was going to talk to him, about the bone I'm gonna pick with him.
Oh man,
And
this
but
is
here's the
tough
thing.
to
Hold
watch.
on.
Did he say he's
Hold
got
on,
to
bro.
talk to him about the boner?
This is hard to
that
witness.
Marissa, we heard the same thing.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
listen. And all that, hold on. And the first thing the Jolly Green Giant said was talking about
Can you
the
not
other
read?
type of bone, bro.
Reading is hard, brother. It's
Oh,
hard.
because he's gay. Right. We're making innuendo. Okay. Go. Okay. Was that you got that out of your system? What would you like to say to Jolly Green Ginger? Innuendo is hard for you. We understand. Heard, brother. Okay. Go for it.
No, we heard you the first time. Bro.
Oh, that was so fucking. That was
Thank
tough
God.
to watch.
God,
That was
Oof.
hard to watch.
damn.
Oof.
Man.
Oof.
That was a train wreck that you absolutely could look away from.
Usually I mute him the moment he enters the chat,
Secondhand
why we
I was
haven't
doing
seen
this
him?
from secondhand embarrassment.
but I miss him.
Can I just say that's the smartest one they got? That's
Yeah,
the,
who
that's
is
the
that?
best.
Oh, I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Hang on.
matter.
Before you tell me, I want you
He
to know
really
how
wanted to
come
be
you go.
so funny. He really
I know.
wanted to be funny.
He was trying,
What was the bone? I wonder.
and that's embarrassing.
What
He was
was the
trying
no,
so
you missed-
hard,
he didn't
and
say-
that's the most embarrassing part.
Well, what you don't know.
He didn't say bone. He said boner. That's
I
what
got a
he
boner.
said. That's why he was here.
And then I'm the gay one or something. I don't get it.
Here we go. There's one more. Oh, I think we've talked to this guy.
We haven't spoken in a long time.
you have a boner to pick with anybody?
What's up, dudes?
Your mustache is very up.
What is going on with the
Fucking
dick stuff?
nailed
tonight?
it. Nailed it.
I
You're the dick,
wish
dude.
men
It's
were
okay.
funny.
It's okay. It's
Seriously.
okay. You're the dick. Yes.
Fucking
it's
nailed
okay.
it, dude. God.
You are
Killing
the
it.
dick. Dude,
Killing
can I talk to you for a minute?
I wish
Who?
you would.
Are you
Just
sober,
you
brother?
good. Good.
Are you sober, brother?
Absolutely not.
I didn't think so.
We could tell.
It's okay.
That's usually
it's
the
okay.
best time to
Hey,
get on the
dude,
internet.
I've been
Wednesday.
watching you for many years. What? I really want to know. I really want to know why do you hold this like douchebaggery of yourself? Like why do you like
Can you
profit off
speak
that?
fucking English, please?
Yes,
Try.
yes, absolutely.
Try, dude.
Why
Try again.
why do you hold this douchebaggery
That's not a
of
sentence.
yourself?
That is not English fucking
No,
structure.
but you understand
Try
it. And
again.
don't be coy. Don't
That's
be
not
coy.
being coy.
That's
That
not
is
what coy
being
means.
You are
being
being
coy.
uneducated.
You don't know what that word means.
Dude,
Fuck me, dude.
Dude, good trouble, right? Why do you hold this sense about you?
Why do you hold this sense about you is also
What?
incomprehensible. So
Wait,
it's
I have a question.
incomprehensible
I
to
got a
you.
good one.
Because you know it. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
I
asking.
do. I'm just trying to get you to do better.
You well, you're not going to because I'm uneducated and a Trump supporter.
Oh,
Okay. I want to.
Your
you
words.
said it.
Yes,
You said it, brother.
thank you.
Self-aware
thank you.
king.
Thank you.
position. For
It doesn't get
hang on.
better than this for you,
Hang on,
right?
hang on, Slurper. Hang on, Slurper.
Do you
Slurper.
supersede yourself in this
Slurper.
just giant light?
Doesn't mean
No, it's not. That's not how you use that word in a
Yes,
sentence.
there it is.
Do you
there it is.
supersede yourself?
There
What
it
is
is.
that? What do you think that
There
means,
it
guys?
There it is. Why do you?
Hey,
why are you
I just
holding
want you
your
to know
face
that
right
you are
now?
embarrassing.
Do you understand why you're
Christopher
holding your
Reeve's,
face? Do you understand?
legacy? All right?
Physiological education. Do you understand that?
That's not what that is.
Physiological education?
Nope, sure
Yes.
isn't.
You just
Yes.
Say something real quick to Slurper.
Yes,
I want you to know,
absolutely.
from being honest, I actually
good
don't know what you're trying to say.
good trouble. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
God
Take it
damn,
easy, take it
dude.
easy.
Jesus.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You're manifesting what? Uneasiness.
Can I be honest? I wish I knew what he took because I kind of. This sounds fun.
Alcohol, brother. Alcohol.
It's
I don't
life,
think so.
dude. It's life.
This is mixing
It's
up
life.
his brokers
Listen,
area.
It's
Okay.
about heartbreak.
This is scrambling his fucking
As a
his
soda-
lizard
as-
brain.
As
No.
a previous
You
alcoholic, I've
want to
been
know,
sober for
right?
30 days
Do you
now.
want to know?
Brocas
That's
good
Brocas
trouble.
area. Wait.
I'm talking
Brocas,
to you.
The Brocas area is the speech center of the
Good
brain.
trouble. I'm
Okay.
talking to you.
Very good.
Thank you.
You're so fucking funny.
I learned that from a cartoon.
You
Yeah,
learned it from fucking an education.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a sentence, too.
I did.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
I did.
oxymoron.
Honestly,
right?
period, Queen.
Isn't
did
that itself?
Fuck my
Isn't that
education
itself?
up pretty bad.
Isn't
yeah.
that itself an oxymoron?
Do you know what oxymoron is?
Period, Queen. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, he has to keep pulling the face.
Yeah, cook.
Slang
Cook,
girl,
Queen.
slang.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Period.
Fucking
Can we
get
do
it.
this?
bro.
Can we, yeah, period, Queen. Do you
Get it.
know? Can I just ask you what?
Good,
do me a
good
favor.
trouble. Good trouble. Let
Yeah,
me
still
ask
my
you.
name. Do me a favor. What is?
Good, let me ask.
what
No,
is-
wait, hold on. Let
No.
me ask you.
No, I think you're
Let me-
confused.
no,
What
don't-
is,
don't get
brother?
excited.
Oh, hey, can I ask you a
You're
question?
getting excited, dude.
I
Just
sure
chill
am.
out.
After all that bone
Wait,
talk, I was already
hold
excited.
Hold on.
Can I just
want to ask
quickly?
you one
I'm just going to ask you a question. I'm
Yes,
gonna ask
exactly.
you
I
one
want to
question.
ask you one question.
I'm going to ask you
Just
one
one question.
Just one more
Just
question.
one question.
I'm going to ask you a question.
One more question. Actually, I just want to ask you.
You can ask me whatever you want immediately following your definition of what an oxymoron is.
Oh, I want to hear this so fucking bad.
Oh God,
Define
I'm living for this
define
right now.
the word.
As a person, what is your favorite?
No. I think you were unclear
What
about
is your
the
favorite
instructions.
style of music that you love?
No, guys, that is his definition of oxymoron.
Good trouble. What is the?
This is
what
the
is
second
most
smartest
favorite
Trump
music?
supporter, by the way.
What is the?
This
yes,
one?
exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Beautiful. What is the most favorite?
This is all
what
they have.
What is something that you love, like musically? What is your favorite type of music?
You don't got to say most
this is
favorite.
so
bro.
painful.
Favorite implies most.
Ugh.
Why do you want to? Why do you want to know?
What is your bestest, favoriteest?
What's your most best goodest?
If you could calm your peasants down for a minute, I just want to know.
You
who
follow
you
me.
are.
Why do you follow me, by the way?
I don't follow you.
It says follow back. You don't follow back, man.
It matters because it makes, like, music defines people in some kind of regard. It always has since I was a child.
Why do you talk like this?
Oh, I really hate this.
Because I'm a Trump supporter and I'm an idiot.
Is the purgatory
I'm an idiot
that the
Trump
Catholics
supporter.
talk about.
This is
That's why.
This is
Catholic purgatory.
It just on
good
like this for
trouble, good
eternity.
trouble. Good trouble.
Can you pop up
What
the
is
screenshot you popped up to you?
what music really makes you happy?
Hang on,
Honestly,
Slipper.
what
Hang on.
style?
I
Hey,
really,
hey,
I'm
use
gonna
his
answer.
middle
I'm gonna
name.
answer. I'm gonna answer.
Elizabeth.
I'm gonna answer.
It's good Elizabeth Trouble.
It's
Use it.
gospel. You definitely do follow Jolly Good Ginger. That's fucking hilarious.
That's what
by the way.
follow back means.
Are you fucking crazy, dude?
Just follow
You're
back.
fucking nuts.
I just sent a screenshot of you
You're
following.
showing
Hang
a
on.
bottom of something that's not me. I'll tell you that.
Can I just say, Jolly
Yeah,
doesn't
you can
follow.
say
He doesn't follow
anything.
me. So that's tough. That's tough.
Bullshit.
I
Hang
don't
on.
think I've ever followed you.
it
I've
says
spoken
slurp,
with you many.
slurp, and then it says follow back,
That's
brother.
not me. He must
That's
have
you.
bought me or something because I tell you what, I
That's
know
not how
who
that
he
works.
Why
is.
would he care
and
about you
That is
that
not
much,
me,
buddy?
That
Hey,
is
wait,
not
okay.
me.
Oh, he
favorite-
follows me, Matt. You saw the follow back, right?
My favorite.
Wait a minute. Oh, he's in here. Dude.
What?
You are a fucking loser. You are an absolute loser.
Yeah,
Coming from
that's
you,
what, that's
that
what
is
you've
crazy.
proven since being here that I'm
You
a
are
loser.
fucking
That's
nothing.
what his
dude.
mom told me
I
last
can't
night
even
when I
believe
was
I'm
at her
talking
house.
to you right now. You are a
Wait,
fucking nothing.
Hey, Slurps.
My guy is
Wait.
starstruck right now.
Beyond your fucking bicycle race where you fucking fell down, let's talk to Jolly.
Are you talking to me?
Because nobody's jolly around
He can't
him.
decide. He can't decide who he's talking to.
Was that whole thing
Dude,
about
Yeah.
me?
Jolly,
I
you
thought
are
you
a
were talking to
sickening.
Jolly.
You are a disease,
Bro, we
and
cannot
you've
keep-
already been. Hey,
We
weren't
cannot
you
keep
already
this straight.
fucking arrested? Weren't
Yeah.
you fucking like?
I'm currently in jail. I'm live from jail right now. That's not a green screen. That's my Bunky's sheet. I'm in jail in Boston. They give us green sheets.
Bye.
Live restricted for 10 minutes. That sucks. For
Okay,
what?
everybody, send your likes and your heart me's and your gifts and share the live. It'll push it past that whole
Good
thing.
And then he's like, "You're such a loser. You still follow me. You haven't addressed that part yet."
He got real fucking excited when he realized that you were in the live. You've been here the whole time, but he was like, "Oh, he's right."
He also addressed. He wanted to pick your bone
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I forgot.
I gotta come
What's up,
to
man?
the GP's live more where I get my bone picked.
Shit.
Mr. Square.
This is going to be a child.
I heard it was a child. I don't. What? Why am I?
As soon as like they breathe in, you can hear just.
It's
that
just a young
baby,
breath.
You know?
That's a young brother.
It's
I
so
heard it
full
too.
of hope.
It's just a little.
It's so full of hope and optimism.
In
You can
ignorance
just
of the
tell.
world.
Mr. Square, at some point, you're going to reach a level of school where some people in some really nice looking uniforms show up and they offer you some really nice jobs. Don't take
Say
it.
no. Say no. Say no, goddammit.
Where
Wow,
are
man.
these children's mothers?
Killed it.
This
They're
is
in
why
jail.
abortion
You know
should
what's
be
fun?
safe and legal.
Mandatory. Actually, I think mandatory. What was he?
Some people are just out here popping out kids and not raising them.
Hey,
To answer your question, she's probably in jail or Walmart, which is objectively worse.
Either way.
who
Either
we
way,
talking
not
about?
to.
That guy's mom.
Oh no, you didn't hear him. I'm in jail.
No, not the guy that was just up here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
none of you guys want to come talk to us? I can't believe Q shat the bed so hard earlier. That was insane.
That was bad.
I mean, I can believe it, but like,
Who?
exactly,
Came over the big hero.
exactly.
The guy with the boner.
It's the internet. We're gonna have to get a little bit more specific than that.
Yeah. Anyway, let me up.
This is fun.
Anyway, back to what we were
This
saying.
actually is a lot of fun.
Before they showed up, I will say this: the speech from Donald Trump, where he's trying to justify the Iran war that he said he's already won. I want to quote my buddy Greg Stoker. Some of you guys might know Greg Stoker. Greg said
Greg.
the hardest part of a 2-week war is the first 20 years.
It's very true. I love how he says that we've decimated their navy, but we need our allies to come in and secure the Strait of Hormuz.
Which would be guarded by?
You know, Greg actually called it. He called this Karg Island invasion pretty early on.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he was good on that.
Yeah, he got that quick.
Well, Greg's a smart fucker.
He's a
I
pretty
was
smart dude.
following Greg before I kind of found all you guys on the internet. He's great. I didn't find
Probably
him
a
before
smart
I
choice.
enlisted, though. So
Well, damn.
that was after.
Well, you
Dang.
fucked up, okay? That's all I can say to you. You fucked
That's all right. That's all right.
All right.
Greg's a smart fella, and I'm just a fart.
Everybody asking Greg who it's Greg Stoker.
He's on Instagram.
He's a veteran. Army Ranger.
Yeah, he's on Instagram. He's running for Congress.
Pretty smart guy.
He is running for Congress in Texas.
Yep. Smart dude.
I'm thinking about walking for Congress.
Good trouble. You changed my life. Thanks, man. No follow up. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, he's like, GG's no questions asked.
I don't want to know. Anyway, yeah, this sucks. I don't know. We're just circling the drain here, dudes. I don't know. This is somebody said
There's so much to talk about. That's the problem.
it really is, and they do that on purpose. But
Yeah. Well, it's not even. I don't want to give him too much credit. It's not even so much his own purpose, is as the chaotic feeling you get is real because it's all just chaos. Like they don't know what they're doing, bro. They really thought if you bomb the shit out of Iran, it's over in 2 weeks. Everybody surrenders and we're the great victors. You know what I mean? And that didn't happen. Now they don't know what the fuck to do. They thought if you kidnapped the president of Venezuela, we would have an endless flow of Venezuelan oil. That didn't happen. Like all of their plans are failing miserably, and they don't know what to do.
he kept referencing that too. Like we're working so well with Venezuela. Like, brother, here's my thing. Okay, here's my thing. If we have so much oil, if we have just the most amount of oil that we've ever had, and thanks, Donna, and like we're just drilling all over your mom. Why is it that gas has gone up $2?
Right.
Help an idiot understand this. Why is it?
We're not dependent on the Middle East. We don't need their oil. Okay, then why gas up?
Why is gas higher? Can a Trump supporter come and tell us that? Can the rights?
I think it's higher because I sold my diesel truck to save money on fuel, and I bought a car, and then now I'm paying just as much in my car as I was my diesel. So
You would have been paying
the
twice
universe
as
did
much for
that
diesel,
so that I could never escape.
It's true.
You would have been paying $7
Dude, it's
a gallon.
$6 a gallon out here, and my diesel had a 35-gallon tank. Can you imagine?
That's a mortgage. That's a mortgage, dude.
Literally.
When I lived in Texas, I was already spending $600 a month to fill it up.
I'm a
Jesus
Trump supporter.
Christ.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I don't believe
Brett.
you.
You follow me, but we'll see.
They said they want to talk about something spicy. We don't need to hear
Well,
about
Slurper
any more
followed me.
boners for
He's
Jolly.
Hello, Brett.
Nothing spicy. Hello.
What's up?
Oh, you know.
Well, I mean, I'm stuck behind a rock in a hard place, and I don't want to be this kind of guy, but this is what I think whenever I come up.
Say more words.
Right. We'll come together.
I agree. I agree with your position in a lot of things, but the biggest thing I don't agree on is the thing that holds. I don't know. It's like
brother.
Are you trying to figure it out?
Chat. Let's just let this man get the words out. Go nuts.
Just say it, brother. Like, listen, if you're breaking up with us and it's not working out, just tell me that. I'm gonna go.
Bottom square.
I'm not breaking up with you. No. So I've been on here a lot and I've heard all the discussions, but I'm still held against it. And this is not a reason why I don't want to support it, but I don't agree with you on it.
What? Oh, on what?
You know, the first thing the Republicans always say.
Trans people?
Unfortunately, man.
Oh my God.
We were talking about, hang on, brother. We've talked before.
No.
Okay. I just saw, dang, this is such a familiar conversation, unfortunately, for me. So like,
Man, I know.
we're talking
and I feel bad about it, but I can't hold up against it. And I love you on other things.
We're talking about the war in Iran.
Yeah, why are we going?
I'm sorry, I just went in.
But, yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry,
that's fine. But you said spy. Hang on.
You can
So
kick
like,
me, but I've always
I
thought
don't.
this.
Okay. So like, here's the issue. So yesterday was Day of Trans Visibility. So it's kind of, sometimes this is fucking weird for me, right? And so like, if you can give me a way that trans people materially change your life, I will.
And I know you always say that. I know.
If you hear, okay,
and I don't know. It's naturally, man. And I'm not a hateful person at all. I swear.
Can I make a suggestion?
I'm not.
Can I make a suggestion?
Don't believe you.
Wait. So here's the thing.
Don't believe me.
Here's the thing. You know what I'm gonna say. You know the arguments I'm gonna make because you're in here a lot. Why is it that given an expansive time that you can't? Is it possible that it doesn't? Is it possible that the reason you can't name away the trans people like affect your life in any way is that if the answer is that it doesn't, and that doesn't change your mind about whether or not they have equal rights in America, that maybe your position is bad?
Yeah. I know, but how do I wish I could get it to go away because I love everybody, but it's always in the back of my mind.
But
okay, so you're right. I think that this is.
No, I do.
You don't.
I really do.
No, you don't. But it like you think you do, and I don't think that like. People have implicit bias. People have implicit sort of prejudices that they're born with, or that they pick up, unfortunately, from our society. But like, it's on them. It's on you to like sort of undo that in your brain. And the thing that you're not doing is realizing that you can't hold those two things at the same time. That is a dissonance in your brain. You can't say I love everybody, but this group of people. And
True. I get that.
Sure. And like, so one of those things is not true. And so like, you don't love everybody, and it's because you think trans people are bad for some fucking reason. And we could sit here.
It's like an automatic trigger.
This is
it's not me hating them. It's just like an automatic trigger. And I'm like, ew, that is disgusting, man.
Okay. Can I
have a similar trigger for ignorant bigots.
We're not going to do that.
Well, I don't want you, dude. I am totally for you, and I agree
that's
with
fine.
you 100%.
I also,
I'm just trying
that's
to.
Cool. I'm just telling you, I have a similar trigger when I hear this. When I hear this, I have a similar trigger. I go, ew, that's gross, dude.
Right. Okay, yeah. I understand.
That's called transphobia,
I understand,
Brett.
And just like it's like, listen, I appreciate that GT's being very kid's glove with you. I'm not. You're a grown ass fucking man. And if you're having trouble understanding why you got a problem with trans people, then it's your grown ass fucking duty to fix that. Because I'm actually more interested in harm reduction.
That's why I'm reaching out.
Well, then,
but don't reach out to me. Reach out to a fucking therapist, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I just work here, dude.
I don't go out. I don't go throughout my day.
No. Listen. The world's not sitting around and waiting for you to understand why trans people exist. It's your job to understand trans people exist and to do as much as you can to minimize the harm against the trans community while you can't understand that trans people exist, right? So we're not going to sit around and wait for you to like figure it out. You're just going to do harm reduction and protect the trans community while you figure it out. If you do that, then I'll show you some grace. But if you're not simultaneously protecting the trans community and conducting harm reduction, then I'm not interested in your fucking feelings. And sorry.
I agree. Can I ask how many trans people you know?
Right.
That wasn't a trick question.
Right?
That wasn't a trick question.
How many? How many do I know?
I see him on the screen a lot.
That's not what I asked you. I've seen a lot of trans people also on the screen.
I know. Like I said,
I'm asking you,
I'm here
how
every
many
single night, bro.
How many trans people have you ever talked to? You say that I'm not, brother. I'm not making a point. I'm curious.
No, I know.
Do you think? Stop saying that. I'm curious. Do you think that might change your opinion if you met someone and realized that they were like a human person?
Right.
I know they're human, man, and it's just
no. But you don't though, right? Because your reaction when you see somebody that happens to be trans is that's gross. That's your reaction. That means that you're not seeing them as a human. You're seeing them as something lesser, something to despise that makes you feel ill. That shit you need to work on, dude, with a therapist. Go to therapy, dude. Go to fucking therapy. Okay? The trans community doesn't need your bullshit about you feeling ill because they're existing. Go to fucking therapy. Unpack why you feel that way.
It's a great point.
And nor is it the trans community's job to do the emotional labor, intellectual labor, and prove themselves worthy of your respect and your ability to see them as human beings.
Can I ask one question?
And if the requirement that you have internally,
how do they have to prove it though?
You said
they don't have to prove
You
shit
came
to
up
you.
and called them gross.
Yes, correct.
You called them gross. You said
because
ew,
they're
gross.
trying to prove their point.
They're not proving anything. They're
If they are,
existing.
they are.
What?
They're
Wait.
You're upset about it.
Wait. What are they proving?
Yeah, that's exactly.
That they're trying to be the other flavor.
Flavor?
Chat, please. I'm just going to keep unwinding this rope, if you will. I'm just going to give you this. I'm just going to give you this shovel, and we'll just see how deep you want to dig. Can
I just be honest though before you start unraveling this rope?
Sure.
This is his misogyny. Because if you unwrap this enough, this isn't about trans men. This is about trans women and how men view femininity.
Yep.
Yes.
100%.
And I was just real quick. Lainey is here. If we want to bring some representation up to talk about it, Lainey is in the request.
I would love to bring.
Okay, can I say one thing too? Listen, Lainey, you need to understand this guy's saying some transphobic shit. I'm saying that. Hang on, shut up, Brett. I'm telling Lainey's a friend of mine, and before we bring Lainey in to just experience some lateral harm and transphobia, I want to make her aware of what's happening before she says yes. So, Lainey, just so you know, this guy wants us to help him figure out his fucking life, and in the meantime, he's going to call you gross. So just understand that before you get.
No,
dude. I'm gonna tell you something.
Just FYI.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is a true story, Brett. I'm not making this up. At 31 years old, I figured out I was transphobic. I didn't know before then. And when I realized it came. It's a long story, but fuck it. I realized, man, this really does harm to people. And I'm going to be honest with you. I truly didn't understand, like, trans people. Like, what do you mean you're trans? I don't get it. Why are you trans? I did not get it. But I made it a point in my head that I would minimize the harm I caused to that community, whether or not I understood it, whether or not it made sense to me, whether or not.
I'm not trying to harm it one bit.
Whether or not I felt
Can I talk after you're
comfortable to
done?
me, I wouldn't do harm to the community while I unpack the transphobia that I just found out I had. So when you come in here and say, I really wish I wasn't this way, but when I see him, I say, ooh, gross. That's not a person who's minimizing harm to a community while he unpacks his transphobia. That's a person who wants us to say to you, you're a good person. We'll help you get better before you try to get better. Don't try to tell a previous transphobe how you, the current transphobe, is unpacking your transphobia when I've worn your shoes before and I tied them better than you. So how about you understand, first of all, this conversation will 100% be how you're going to minimize harm to the trans community, and it'll be 0% helping you understand why you're a fucking transphobe.
Okay, now you're a genius because you were in my
I'm not a
shoes and now
fucking
you
genius.
like figured it
Wait,
out.
wait. Okay, hang on.
Well, he's getting kind of crazy at me though.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we're all kind of pissed off about this.
Well,
so here's the thing.
And he just
Can
told
I just
me that
can
he
I
was
quickly?
in the same shoes as me. Yes.
Yeah, we're. I think a lot of us were. I think a lot of us are, and a lot of us have
Well,
had
then
the
don't go
intellectual
crazy on me.
the intellectual curiosity to unpack why we feel certain ways about certain things, especially if you are who you say you are, and you say that you agree with 98% of the things that I say. You must possess the capability of trying to unpack what. That those people's existences our support on the left. You, for some reason, haven't come to that. And I think it's because you haven't fucking tried. Because this is as low level a lift as most things are gonna get, especially for somebody who understands the rest of this shit. Right?
Okay.
Right.
Do you understand that when you say, when I see a trans person, I think, ooh, gross? Do you understand how that's harmful to the trans community? Do you understand it or no?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to make my point so that you really understand it.
I'm just saying it's an automatic trigger in the back of my head.
But hang on.
I don't know where it comes from, but I'm just telling you.
So
no, I let you talk. So
okay,
I'm
going to capitalize my point. I'm going to capitalize my point.
You've already capitalized.
So when you come onto this is a live stream. How many people here? 2,500 people are on this live stream. You don't know how many of those people are trans humans. And then you come into this live stream with that many people and potential transhumans, and then you make that statement that you just acknowledged is harmful to the trans community. That says to me, the listener, that you are telling us you want to unpack your transphobia, but you're not willing to take minor little tiny steps to avoid harm to the community. And that's why I actually don't give a fuck, because unless you're willing to minimize your harm to the community, I'm not willing to talk to you about your fucking transphobia, because I prefer to protect trans people over your feelings. That's my point that I was making. What up, Laney?
What's up? Hey, Sam.
Hi. Good to see you.
How you doing? So, Brett, why do trans people give you such a icky tummy feeling?
He's saying,
like, what did we do to you?
We're saying that's a great way to phrase that, but that's the way that I phrased it also. But this sort of like latent feeling that you get, right? I don't know why this is happening. I imagine is because you haven't really, either you're not being honest, Brett, with your interpretation of this, or you haven't done even a whiff of sort of like self-analyzation about this. Is that fair to say?
Not really.
Are you a cross-dresser? And you're ashamed of it?
Right.
Is that it?
No, if you come out of the womb and you have a thing, You're a man.
Why are you
That's-
worried about
that's what I think of
infants'
it.
genitals? Why are you thinking about my genitals when I was a baby? I'm 50 years old.
You look incredible
You're
if that's
50?
fucking true.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you look amazing.
Do I need
Hell
skincare?
yeah.
Holy shit.
No, I think
Stay
it's
out
too
of
late
the-
for you. But
Shut-
Lainey looks amazing.
Sunscreen helps. And,
All right, here's the
definitely
deal. Wait, hang on. Brett, is being gay okay?
Yeah.
Why? Why is it okay? Why is it
Maybe
okay
not.
for? No, it's not okay.
It's kind of weird. Still.
Is it? Dang, dude. Let's talk
I know
about.
you say you're born with it.
Why
I
don't
know.
you just
I've been,
worry
dude.
about
I'm
your
here all the
own-
time.
Hey,
So
That's what I'm
so
saying.
let's
You
figure
don't
let's
have
figure
to-
this out.
You don't
Let's
have to
figure this
think
out.
That's why I
like,
got on
why-
here with
Why
you.
do you listen? When you talk about trans people, like immediately you want to talk about their genitals. Whenever you talk about gay people, you're thinking about
that's-
them having sex. You know, when I think about gay people,
No,
I don't
I'm
think
not
about
think-
them
ew.
having sex.
No, I'm not
In the
thinking
same way
about
when I
them
think when I
having
see a
sex.
straight couple, I don't immediately imagine them having sex because that's weird. And that's
I'm
what
not
you're
thinking
doing.
about them having sex,
You
but
literally
that
are.
Did you say you to gay
initially
sex?
that's what comes down to it.
He did.
No,
say
Yes,
he
it
would
that's
get
what
isn't.
comes
sex.
No, it
down to
isn't.
it.
This
So
this
when
dude's
a
browser
straight-
history
a straight
is a
couple,
nightmare. I
just
can
like-
see it.
Yeah.
So a straight couple like sitting, you know, on a park bench is about sex. Is it?
I had never said anything about sex.
You said it's kind of weird, and
You know,
so
you said
why
that's
is it
what
weird?
it comes down to. That is what you said.
Yeah, in the ending, yes. Yeah.
Not always.
Because you have
Do
a
you
wiener
understand that you
and
can
the other
have-
person had there's
Do you understand
reproductives.
that there are people who are celibate but still have attractions? It has nothing.
Also, why is he
you're-
focused on
being
penises?
Queer, being
Like,
gay, being
I have sex with
lesbian,
women.
That is
that
just
bad?
who
Brag.
you're attracted to. That's just who you're attracted to. It doesn't mean that you have sex with them.
Humble brag.
Well, how did we all get here?
What?
Some people
So-
got
None
can
of
I
us
just-
would have
let's
got
just-
here if
let's
we
just
were all
walk-
trans. What do
Kid.
we have?
Oh boy.
Yeah. How did trans people get here?
But hold on. Wait. Well, first of all, yes, we probably could because trans people can procreate still.
yeah, I have
in
a
a
literal
lot-
kid.
So probably could. So
still
probably
could.
not.
But also it the
Wait, do you hear
representation
That's my
of
kid.
of this like group of people is vanishingly small in the grand scheme. Not you're saying everyone can be trans as if this is like a social contagion, which it's not.
No,
There's
you
there's
can't catch it.
there's fundamentally, trust me, I've tried. There's fundamental misunderstanding of like biology baked into this sort of like this phobia that you have, I think, which sucks because again, if you
I know it
profess
sucks.
if you
'Cause
profess
now you hate me.
I don't, Brett. I don't hate you the same way. I mean, it's frustrating and it's alarming, and
know.
and like I hate your hate for sure. I hate that you feel this way about.
I don't necessarily hate. No.
You,
I,
you wouldn't say that, but
So you
but
think
Lainey
I-
would.
Okay.
Lainey would say that.
Okay.
It has the
I got
same
you. I
effect.
understand.
It has the same effect.
I got you.
Right. So this like if you understand that being like, let's talk about you. When did you choose to be straight? You've been in here for these conversations. You
Right.
know that I'm going to ask you this. You chose
Yeah.
this life. The life didn't choose you. When did you choose to be
Correct.
straight?
Right. No, I understand totally. That's why it.
But when did
Do you
you?
I don't
think
know.
that I
It's a
wanted
trigger.
to
didn't.
be? Do you think
You
that
didn't,
I wanted?
though.
Correct.
Do you think that I wanted to be
Correct.
trans? Do you think that that was something I was super excited about? That like half of my family would abandon me, that I would, you know, have more strict scrutiny on my employment. And in fact, I did lose my career. I got kicked out of a doctor's office and they threatened to call the police on me because they didn't want to treat a trans person. Do you think I was looking forward to all that? Do you think I
got
thought
you.
that would be a great life? That I lost my
No.
pension? That I had to come up with a new way to make a living to pay my rent? Do you think that was something I was real jazzed to get into. That was a club that I couldn't wait to join. Or perhaps that I just realized that the discomfort that I had been living with my entire life of being perceived as a man and having male features was destroying me from the inside out. And then I had to finally do something about it. After growing up as a kid in the 1980s and being told over and over again to quit being such a girl, because other people saw it too. And when they said that I'm a boy and I have to act like a boy, at first I didn't understand why. I was like, I'm not a boy. I'm not like that. But I didn't have the words back then for it. So I just
I think
sucked it
that
up,
about work
and
though, today.
Can you listen?
I'm telling you a real life human motherfucking story right now. You could give me
Me
the
too.
respect to get through it.
God
No,
damn.
you're not. Brett, I'm so sorry, Laney. No, you're not. You just said I felt that about work today too. Brother, you can quit. That sucks. What you're saying sucks. You're not being serious. That is a deeply unserious fucking thing to say to somebody as they're giving you their life experience. Think for 2 seconds. You can walk away from your job. You can't walk away from your internal identity. So much so that you just fucking go through all of this societal bullshit, including you, who are like, people feel icky about who you are, like leaning into your preferred gender identity, like at great situational and emotional peril to live your like your truth, and you go, well, I don't really like my job. Brother, shut the
know what,
fuck
though?
up, dude.
You know what, though? I think there's something to that. Brett, are there a bunch of things that you did in your life that you felt like you had to do? You wanted to do something else. Maybe it was the career you chose. Maybe you had to settle down near home because that's what your parents wanted. Did you get married
Sure.
sooner than you expected? Did you have kids because that's what your parents said?
Sure.
Why did you do that?
I had to.
Why did you have to?
Because it was that or the other.
What's the other? Doing something that made you happy? Do you be a happier
Or sad.
person in general, and maybe you'd be more satisfied with your life and you wouldn't be focusing on other people and blaming them for your issues?
Sure. I got you. I understand that.
It's not my fault that you didn't choose things for yourself. It's not my fault that you chose to stay in your box, even if it was uncomfortable. My box was uncomfortable, and I stayed in that box for 44 years until I couldn't take it anymore. Then I got out, and I'm sorry that you stayed in. That's not my fucking fault, and it's not trans people's fault generally. We didn't do that to you. Society did it to you. It was doing it to us too. And we had the courage to step out of it.
That part.
And I believe that that's what you're upset about. That's what makes you uncomfortable, because it makes you face all of those decisions that you kept inside, that you didn't act on, because you
think
were
that's what it's about?
trying to conform. I think it's possible. I think that that's likely for a lot of
possible,
people.
Brett, but we don't know because crucially,
Because I
none
don't
of
know
us
your
up here
mind,
are
just
your
like you don't know
therapist.
you don't know mine.
Yeah.
We make these choices not to upset people. The only choice we have is to live. That's it. We're just trying to live one more day.
Can
And
you
we do
imagine?
the things that we can do to make that possible?
Is any of this getting in? You still got. What do you do? What do you do for work, Brett? You can be vague if you want.
I work in internet.
You work in internet. What do you like to do?
Fish and frisbee golf.
What's your life's passion?
Travel.
That's one of the examples I use a lot of times. Somebody who wanted to
Cruises.
go and see the world, but they felt they had too many obligations, right? So they didn't prioritize themselves. That leads to miserable existence. That doesn't mean that you have to be selfish. That's not what I'm saying. But you also don't have to deny yourself the joys in life.
My point is, imagine me, I don't know, taking great offense at the way that you want to live your life and saying, like travel is pretty nondescript. I feel like if you thought harder, there would be maybe something else. I don't know. But like, imagine me taking great offense at that. At your sort of like at who you are in general, and then expecting asking for grace from me and me saying, no, I mean I respect your want to travel. I just think that that's disgusting and you should do it in the privacy of your own home. And like you telling me that like, but this is just that's what my life is about, and I say that's. I don't hate you, Brett, but like it does in the back of my mind make me feel kind of gross that you do this. Would you look at me and go, "Oh, I get it," or would you say that's a pretty hateful thing to do, Sam?
No, because it's not realistic.
I'm not talking specifics. I'm talking about generalities here, right? I'm going to take a swing at this. I tend to not want to.
It's okay. You can drop me. I was just wondering, man.
I would prefer that people on the left not have these opinions. I don't know that you're on the left. Would you say that you're on the left?
Leaning more towards slightly in the middle.
Hey, could we just have Brett recap what Lainey was saying to him for this last, little bit of time that she was giving us? Brett, can you recap the things that you learned listening to Lainey speak? Exactly.
Accept me for who I am. Okay.
Say that again. Say that again.
Then. No, I'm good.
Well, I'm curious.
He came up here with this woe is me attitude, and he's been woe is me, feel sorry for me this whole time, and not listening and absorbing anything that's been said. And like, there's somebody that came up here with a lived experience to tell him how it is to live that experience, and nothing.
Okay, I was going to, but then I got woman pushed.
Woman pushed.
Woe is me.
Woman pushed.
Wait, so Brett, let's try again. Let's try again.
I mean, it's a typical.
I will. Did you say typical?
I'm sorry.
Did you say typical?
I got a wife.
You bitch ass.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
so let's do this.
I would lay you out flat on the sidewalk.
She would fucking.
Yeah, you would.
So here's the deal, Brett. Here's the deal, Brett.
And I would bail her out.
I'm gonna man push you back into the center. Give me.
I knew those.
Give me two fun things that Lainey said to you. What were some takeaways? If you fucking, so I think that this is part of the problem. Can we say that?
No.
Just say no. You weren't listening with intent, and therefore there's not really a good.
No.
So then if you
I was.
then if you were, this is not hard. I have a couple.
I do too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
go nuts.
Okay. I'll come.
This is how I was made, and I can't change anything about it. And I've had to suffer my whole life because I'm made like this. That's what I got out of this. I see that.
Do you think that she's lying to you?
No, I don't. That's the rough thing.
Why is it rough?
No.
Why
Because
is
there's
that rough?
something in me that wants to believe that you can change, but I honestly
Change
don't think
what?
that she can
what?
change.
Why does she have
You
to
know,
change?
do you know for decades they tried to change the brains of trans people? Decades. They drilled holes in trans people's heads. They gave them lobotomies, electroshock therapy, antipsychotics. Nothing changed their brains. They stayed trans. That's when they realized, right? This is a thing that's like linked, the like phenotypic and neurological aspects of a person's sex, but sometimes they're not aligned, right? And they tried to change the brain, and that didn't work. So they had these treatments that they used for cisgender people who had hormonal issues or things like that. And they said, well, wait, what if we try those things to change their bodies to match the brain? And that worked. It actually alleviated our anxiety, depression. It helped us to live fulfilled lives. And so that's what they do. And they've been doing it for decades because it works. It helps us because I think a lot of people, like, whenever they think boy, I don't know why. And when it comes to trans people, all of a sudden they want to go down to the crotch. It's like the crotch. But like the person that you are is here. It's not in your balls. Right?
Could I interject here for a moment?
So it's just a vessel here that is holding in this person, right? And mine just needed some adjustments to fit so that it was a more comfortable ride.
Go on, 1-8.
The moment I started to hear Brett speak, I typed into the chat that you need to go get therapy. Let me just tell you about myself. I'm a therapist for 40 years. So when I speak, I don't usually speak out of anger or momentary outrage. I have heard a lot of things in my life. And I don't think this is about transphobia at all. I'm curious, Brett, why you would come on a live in front of 2,400 people to
Well, I don't
ask.
care about that. I don't care.
I
about
know
that.
you don't care about it, but
I care about GT.
Let me finish speaking, okay? It's
Truly
very
do.
curious to me, whether you care about it or not, that you would come in front of 2,400 people, speak on a subject you're not educated about, and ask for help. I don't judge people instantaneously. I really don't even like to comment unless I see someone and meet them in person. But I have to say, I find you extremely disingenuous and manipulative. You're not here because you want help or you want to understand your own deep, troubled feelings. If you were, you would be seeking help for that. You came here for some momentary gratification or glorification or a pat on the back from a man who you admire, who we all admire, but whom you don't know. It's a really warped perspective and expectation, and it is offensive. It is not only offensive to Lainey, it is offensive to me when there are people who seek help because they sincerely don't want to offend and they are sincerely troubled. And I'm sorry to tell you, dude, I don't buy that about you for a second.
To get a perspective from a straight man that I respect.
I like 1-8, dude.
It's really hard for me to call someone on their bullshit that I don't know, but I'm telling you, if you're serious about getting help, go get help. This is not the place to indulge your neediness, whatever that comes from.
Okay.
I mean, and I end my shows every day by saying, go to fucking therapy to everyone. So if you haven't,
It's unpleasant most of the time.
It's useful.
I will say that, like, I think that it's the sort of thing where, like, our brains are weird, right, Brett? And so, like, I think, I'm not gonna fucking. You can come up here with the intention of asking, just asking questions from a guy that you respect. Sure, but these two things can be true at the same time. You can come up here with that intention and also be completely unprepared or unwilling to hear what I have to say. And I think and I think that's
I know I
what.
should have DM'd you.
But here's the issue. This read, I think, is correct, and unfortunately, you've given away the ghost because, like, multiple times you've said you've heard me say all of these things, and despite all of that, you still have these feelings. I'm not going to come in with new techniques tonight, other than having trans people sort of come up here and unnecessarily defend their existence to you. But, like, I don't think that I think that read is correct in that, like, I'm not sure that you are interested in absolving yourself from having these feelings. I think that, like, you are convinced that these feelings are fine, and it's the one quirky thing about you that you're just not willing to give up. And I think that, like, and if that's what it is, dope. That sucks.
I would agree, and I would say that when you're ready to not have those feelings, you'll stop.
It's a great point. And I think in a moment of Jolly, in Jolly's way, gave you how he came to this. I did the same thing. We are not, all of us, and like, Jolly will be the first one to tell you his journey to this woke king that he is sitting in front of us right now was paved with stumbling blocks. Mine also. We don't just arrive woke liberal bosses like this. It comes through
Southern Baptists.
It comes through a lot of heartache and pain and learning uncomfortable things about yourself and what you believe and why society has placed those beliefs in you. And you have to be willing to change, and that change is uncomfortable. And so, like, I think if he wanted to, he would. Eventually you will. I hope that, like, you're in here, like, to some degree you are prepared to hear this on some level, but maybe not to the level that you need to actually feel like this. And if you don't think that these feelings are wrong at this moment, I don't think that you're prepared to really have these conversations, and that's a whole other thing.
I want to reiterate one thing. First of all, I want to say that 1-8, the therapist, fucking, you're fire. You clock that shit so hard. But I also want to say real quick that when you're actually ready to go on whatever journey you're going on, it's going to 100% start with, let me put my best effort forward to not harm this community that I'm claiming to wish I could unpack about. And so, like,
I promise you I wasn't trying to harm them, though.
Bro,
I promise you that.
I don't care.
Intent over impact.
Yeah, bro.
Impact
you don't think
over
that
intent.
saying "ooh, gross" is harm? I mean, I'm not going to argue. Here's what I'm not going to do.
That enables others to, like, justify those feelings, and some people take those feelings and then do actual harm to us, like physical harm.
Agreed. And what I'm not going to do is sit on this live or even in real life or anywhere and argue with a grown man that's saying, when I see that person, I think, ooh, gross, is a harmful thing. If you don't know that that's a harmful thing, then you're like I said, seek a therapist. But, like, when you're ready to actually go, fuck, stop doing lateral harm first, whether you understand trans people or not, whether you understand your transphobia or not. I mean, the fact of the matter, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. This is a story I think you need to hear. I'm dead serious. I was in the army. I had a guy who was, a few years behind me. I was like his mentor. Known this guy forever. I got out of the army. I might not have been out of the army yet. It was near the end of my army career, and I had posted something on Facebook. I forgot like my exact wording, but it was something to the effect of, "I don't care if you're trans. Live your life. Do whatever you want, but." It's a mental disease. You need to seek help, and we're not doing the trans community a favor by not allowing them to get the help they need. Right? That's a transphobic take, by the way, so that you're clear, Brett. What I said is extremely fucking transphobic. And the guy that I told you about, who I was his mentor, messaged me on Facebook. Now I've known this guy for 8 years. We went to Afghanistan together. Him and I deployed to war together. He says to me, "People like you are the reason my sister took her life." Now, what I didn't know was this guy had a trans sister. I didn't know that. I had never known that about him. And he said, watching my sister or watching my brother become my sister is how he worded it. And then watching how the world treated her made me realize, I forgot exactly how he worded it, but he said, "People like you are the reason that she took her life." And that sat with me. Anyway, that sat with me pretty hard, and I don't know, and my response was like, "No, bro, I would never like say something mean or hateful to your sister," but I never got to say nothing back to him because he blocked me. He said that to me, then he blocked me. I never had a response to him, and that sat with me so hard. It's actually what led me to begin to unpack my transphobia. And one thing I made a promise to myself was, although I didn't understand what it meant to be trans, I didn't fully get it at all, really, to be honest with you. I've made a promise to myself, like, I apologize. I made a promise to myself that no matter what I do, unpacking this, my first step will be not doing harm to people while I unpack it. Because I just sat with me like, man, my comments can cause other people to kill themselves. I just didn't like that. And so I'm saying to you the same thing. That's why I lead with that. If you're not willing to first do harm reduction, whether or not you understand trans people or whether or not you understand why trans people exist, then I have zero respect for you. I'm not going to do the poor Brett thing. Fuck you and fuck everything you stand for. I'm going to perform harm reduction first. And part of harm reduction is making people like you shut the fuck up and stop harming trans people because you don't understand them, right? So you need to do that too. And that's where you start. And if you don't do that, then all this other shit, like 1-8 said, is performative as fuck. And I apologize for maybe being a downer, but I wasn't trying to be.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Don't stress. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Any thoughts, Brett?
Okay. Nope, I'll take it and run with it.
So,
Doubt it.
I'm
Usually
not against it.
when
Promise you
you've
that.
usually when I've been told that I've caused harm, whether I intended to or not, there's something that I at least say in order to maybe try to mitigate it. Do you know what that is? Brett? Do you know what I say?
I understand what you're saying.
What do you think I say?
I'm not there yet.
What do you think I say? That's what I'm asking you, what you think that I would
For
say.
me to tell you sorry. I'm
That's
not trying
how
to
I
hate
would say
against
it.
you.
I would say, I'm sorry that I've caused harm.
I am sorry if I caused harm. I promise you I
No,
did
we
not
have
mean
already
to
told
cause
you
you
that
harm. I promise you that.
that saying trans people are gross is
Okay.
harmful. We told you how it's
All right.
harmful.
yeah.
I am sorry on that. I promise you I am sorry on that. When I said that, I did not mean that you're gross. No, I promise you. It's just a trigger in me. But I don't think you're gross. So I'm sorry.
I'm actually quite lovely, most people say.
True.
I would hang out with you.
I doubt that I would be ready to hang out with you. And I hope you
I
understand.
understand.
Hope you come back, Brett. But I hope I hope
man.
there's more on the other side of this, because like this is not like
I
a
wish there was more of you talking because I love what you say, man.
try, but
And
also
you put it in like layman's terms.
yeah, I think there's there's a lot of that going around, but I also think
But,
that like harm reduction first, and
Right on.
it costs you nothing to be kind and understanding.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do that out in the public. I'm just telling you what comes to my mind when I was. But
know.
these
Well,
words,
figure out-
I mean,
That-
coming
Yeah.
Do
from
you know
the
how many trans
source.
people are in this chat?
Figure out. That's very true. Figure out why that happens.
Right. Right.
It's important, and like maybe you're just look again. I will reiterate, and I'm not giving like it's not my grace to give you on this journey. I hope that you understand that.
I know.
But like
No. I was just trying to make a.
But what
have a
I'm saying
discussion.
is,
like, I can't
what-
DM
sure.
you, and you.
What I'm
just talk
saying
to me.
is, it's not my grace to give you to like. At some point, I started this journey, and like I don't understand this. And like to be honest, I'm not clear on what my positions were. Even a little while ago about the trans community, I don't think it was harmful, but I'm not sure it was where I am today. Jolly has a much like more like sort of chronological journey about this, which I think is important and kind of good. You might be closer to the beginning of your understanding of this, and like that's important to like acknowledge, and like apologizing and understanding why impact is over what your intent is part of being like a good person and like and
Well, I
the
don't want to
unpack-
hurt anybody.
Understand?
promise
I
you
understand, but what I'm saying is, you might be closer to the beginning, but that like it's not over. You know what I'm saying? Like this requires a little bit of like uncomfortable self-actualization here for not just for you, for me, and for Jolly, and for everybody. And this is for my compliance in white supremacy, my compliance in like capitalism, or not compliance, but like my that's for everything. And so like that's uncomfortable sometimes, and like you got to do a little bit of legwork is all I'm saying. So take this and yeah, sit with it for a minute. I appreciate you coming up.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me up.
Really appreciate you. Thank
And
you.
when you rock, that was amazing.
Thanks
Thanks.
a lot.
Thanks, faceless therapist.
One of these days I'll get a picture.
I understand that most of the time it's just like a profile picture with 181818 and no profile picture is just like guaranteed they're gonna come up and say the N-word.
And be a
I was just like, sure, you're a therapist. Okay, dude.
Yeah,
to
well,
know.
I was like hovering over the disconnect. So
Yeah, I sure was. But I'm super glad that you came up, and that was absolutely. I think that like that's a lot of my interpretation was the same, and that comes from decades of not having any sort of degree or experience. So that's good. But I sure do
sometimes
appreciate it.
you just feel it. I mean, I don't usually judge people that quickly, but it was killing me. I knew it from the minute he opened his mouth. And I'll tell you something else. He's not going to go get therapy.
No.
He'll find another way to come back and ask you for absolution. I
But
bet
also,
on it.
I famously have been in and out of therapy, and like I can tell you this with absolute certainty. I've never once talked about trans people in therapy. It's just never come up. But I like it.
I have.
But what I think having the space and the I think the way that it helps wire your brain and create new pathways for like expression and understanding does lead you to be able to verbalize and be in places of like of tolerance. I in a lot of instances, not always, but like I think it depends on who it is. And I think that like if not for this, for other things that will help you sort of gain the vocabulary that you need to talk about this. Other than this makes me feel icky and I don't know why. Like there's a reason.
I talk about their tummy. They have tummy feelings all the time.
Big tummy feelings.
Big tummy feelings.
Yeah.
Like go eat a sandwich. It's rumbling. Go eat a sandwich.
I love that.
Stop blaming us for it. It's not our fault.
It's not our
I'm
fault.
gonna jump off, GT, but I appreciate you having me up as always.
Yeah, me
Good
too.
to see you.
I
Good
wanna
night,
say-
Charlie. Good night,
Thanks, you
Lainey.
guys.
Good night.
Great
Before Laney goes, I want to say one thing. If you're in this live and you don't follow Laney, I recommend, not because it's my friend. That sounds like, oh, you just want to follow your friend. I'm going to say one thing. I watch Laney's content and I find the way she explains things to be so succinct and precise that it helps me sometimes word something I'm feeling that I know how to word it. Laney does a good job of it. I think you should follow
Thank
her.
you.
Great educator. Overall, great person, but you should follow because these conversations are more and more prevalent, and I think that trans voices are more important than ever before because of how prevalent this conversation is. So I recommend giving her a follow, and I assure you won't be disappointed in her content. GT, thanks for having me up.
Great point.
Laney, good seeing you.
Thanks,
good to
all
see you,
three of
Dolly.
you.
Yeah,
GT, if
great
you
to
ever
see
need
my
a
sweet
therapist's
1A.
opinion, call me. I'm here all the time.
I might just need a therapist soon, so maybe I'll just call you for that.
I'm good.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, you guys. Great panel. A little left turn. We were talking about Donnie. Not completely unrelated, though, as his administration continues to rat fuck us into oblivion on everything. So, left turn. Looks like we have a chirper in the comments. Which? MG, nice. Love what the last guest said to Brett. Yeah, agree. She did so good. I can't with the chat. Oh, Cadence. Don't worry. Dude, Cadence. That poor Cadence, dude. Poor Cadence. That frying pan must have been so fucking big. Whatever boulder fell on him, Wile E. Coyote style, really did some damage. That sucks. That poor guy. That poor guy, dude. I don't know if this is like a caveman take here. This is an old caveman take. Because I think that like live and let live is sort of like the absolute least you can do. I think that it is the easiest, most non-consequential, burden lifting sentiment that you can have, right? If it makes you feel icky, that sucks, right? Like that, I think that that's just ignorance and lack of exposure or lack of empathy or a combination, a soup of all three. But at the very least, what you can understand is that like it doesn't fundamentally affect you. People living their lives, kids transitioning socially, to follow. All of these things don't affect you. And so at the very least, shut the fuck up about it. Number one, shut the fuck up about it. Number two, don't make this the number one reason that you are entering political spaces, because it doesn't. And number three, shut the fuck up about it. It shouldn't make you feel icky. It doesn't, period. Like, you can think of, I've seen, I dress weird sometimes. You know, if you are passing judgment upon a person based on how they look, that says way more about you than it does about them. Shut the fuck up about it. That's it. It's not that hard. It's actually not that hard. So. He did say being gay is weird. He did say being gay is weird. Weird. I don't know how to. But also, like, understand that this is, like, we care about abortion because Nixon decided that evangelicals needed to care about abortion, and so this is one of the massive issues of our time is religious right, like, co-opting this idea and the righteousness and morality of abortion. Nixon did that. He was just like, we're going to lose the evangelical vote on the black thing. So we got to create another social fucking issue, and they did abortion. That's why we care about that. Understanding that's why we care about that doesn't change people's opinions. It's like De Beers. When you find out that diamonds aren't forever, when you find out that we give women in our society diamond rings because a company in the fucking early 1900s decided to place like subjective value on fucking clear stones. It doesn't change our cultural diamonds cultural significance. We still do it. If people are cognizant of that and still say, "Give me a fucking diamond, you," right? Doesn't change it. Doesn't change the fact that evangelicals think that abortion. So, like, understand that you feeling icky about trans people and gay people is fully a psyop. It is fully something that is being pushed and engineered for you to focus on while they steal your health care. Trans people specifically. It's fucking crazy. We're talking about every time they come up. They're like, the left is too far left. And I say, what do you mean trans people? And they're like, how did you know? Why? They don't affect you. Laney's journey at 44 could not materially change your life if you fucking tried. Unless they are your boss. Shut the you know what I'm saying? You feel that way because you're told to. It is the least Matrix shit. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know. I think it might be time. Might be time to call it. I've been on since, I guess, only 7. My battery's dying. Thanks, Kaylee. Appreciate you. Appreciate. Hi, Brenna. Any other Republicans? Anyone else with a hot take you want to come talk to me about? Thanks, Cat Whisperer. Here nor there. Thanks for listening to me. Yeah. Couldn't get anyone to come up and fight with me. Yeah, but like, I'll never understand Democrats. Why you want to kill unborn babies is crazy. No morals. I'll give you one answer. If your mom had just made a better choice, I wouldn't be plagued with your bigotry now. You know? Damn it.
Don't invite me if you don't want me up.
This is the best we got.
Oh. Well,
Do you get this? Do you understand this reception that you're getting? Does that not bother you that and no one wants you here? Why do you come back day after
that
day?
Democrats don't like me. Oh yeah, I'm so heartbroken.
Oh my god, so heartbroken.
It ruined my entire
What
life.
a bitch. Am I right? Shows. That's you.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
Anyway, I'm not a big fan of killing babies.
So don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we want to make sure that other people don't do it either.
Why?
Because they're babies. You want to just go around murdering kids? That's
No,
kind
they're
of
not. You want to go around murdering kids?
I don't.
You're actively greenlighting a fucking war that is just indiscriminately bombing children right now. What do you mean? Very pro-life of you.
We had this conversation.
Did we?
I'm not like a huge fan of it.
No. Why you shouldn't be. You mustn't be.
It is what it is, right?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that we should be that universal health care, the government should pay for everybody's health care?
No.
How about if the government could pay for everybody's child care?
No.
Well, how about if the government could pay for children to have lunch at school for free and breakfast?
Maybe.
This is why you guys are so fucking stupid. No.
I can get on board with that.
You just said that we don't want healthcare or childcare. You're so fucking dumb that like the big reason that people don't have babies.
I could get on board with it.
The big reason that people don't have babies is because they can't afford them. Huge reason. If there were systems that our government set up that made it easier to have kids, if we paid for like childbirth and post-birth care and daycare until they're fucking 15 and healthcare and made schools cheaper and school programs and like all of these things, right? The abortion rate would plummet. And what's fucked about you people is that you think that you're a better person than us by saying we don't want to kill babies. You want to force women, a lot of whom are assaulted, who want to have abortions, to carry this baby. And then once the baby is pushed out of your fuck-ass vagina, you want them to get fucked forever and just be saddled with a pregnancy and a child that they can't support meaningfully. That is going. Shut the fuck up.
There's a lot of resources for women out there.
I'll do this fucking all night. I don't give a shit. I wasn't finished yet. But what I'm saying is, you guys vote. You guys consistently vote against all of these programs. You guys consistently vote against all these programs, and then say we're pro-life. We just care about these babies. We just care about these babies. You'll vote against. You'll just vote. I'll let you talk. I'll give you this shovel, and you can dig as far as you want, but not till I'm done. I think that you people are like demon rats from hell because I think that you think that you're good people, and then you vote against programs that would help lower abortion rates. Right? You think that you're good people, but you don't think about this topic critically at all. and then you vote against programs that would like help mothers. You vote against programs that would benefit yourself, which I think is fucking dumb. I think you people are the dumbest people on earth. And it's so sad. And what's sad about that is you think you're doing a good job, even though you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Anyway, let's hear your take.
I don't think that the government should have its hands in all these different places. If you choose to have your child, then you should take care of it.
You think the government should be able to choose what you do with your body, but then not the other things?
It's up to the states. The states get to decide. If you don't like what your state decides, there's
Literally the dumbest
another
human being on
state
earth.
right next door that you can go to.
This is so dumb. I think the government shouldn't have its hands in all these things, except for in my doctor's office.
I mean,
That's
I know
what you
you
said.
think you're right about everything. It's
I
okay.
am right about this. I'm super right about this.
Yeah.
Super right about this. You're saying the government should have a choice as to what I should do with my uterus.
Meanwhile, we all elected Trump, and he's doing exactly what we voted him to do.
You said 2 seconds ago you weren't on board with the war in Iran. Stop lying. I don't know why you do this. You said 2 seconds ago you're not on board with this. Why do you need to reassure yourself? You've made bad decisions about this. The guy that you elected is doing a bad job. You wanted to make me feel bad momentarily. You're wrong, because you can't even fucking keep a simple thought in your head. It's crazy.
I said I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't say it was like.
He's doing exactly what we voted for him to do, except for this thing where I kind of don't like what he's doing here. But other than that,
what am I supposed to do? Like, again, we had this conversation.
change your mind.
What are we
You're supposed to
do
change your
about it?
mind. You're supposed to
Like,
change
kick
your
him
mind.
out? Like, he's elected.
You're supposed
Like,
to
what are
change
we
your
gonna
mind.
do?
You can vote in the midterms.
He's already
to
elected for 4 years. What's the point?
You can-
Just let
you
him
can
finish
vote
out
in
the
your-
fucking 4 years, bro.
You can vote in your midterm to elect a Democrat that would hold him accountable for the shit that he and also stop him from doing the stuff that you didn't vote him into power to do, such
I
as
really
this
don't
war.
think I can vote for a Democrat. I don't know.
You don't know what you're doing anyway. You wouldn't know where you're fucking registered to vote anyway.
Yeah, I do actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you guys like to
Who's your senator?
play it up like that. I don't know, bro. It's Guy, I think.
Who's your congressman? Who's your representative in your Congress?
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who's your
No.
mayor?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Why is that
That's kinda
funny?
sad. I should probably like look that up, huh? That's kind of sad.
That's
But like,
fucking
why
sad,
why
dude.
does it matter? They're doing their job.
You said that you can't bring yourself to vote for Democrat. You don't even know what the Republicans are doing.
Well, they're I mean, what do you mean? I don't know what the Republicans are doing. Yes, I do.
You don't even know who they are. How would you know their policies, motherfucker, if you don't know who the fuck they are?
Because they're Republicans, so they run on the Republican policies.
You
It's
wouldn't
their
know.
Responsibility.
They could be John McCain, just voting with their
No,
heart.
that guy, he's dead. I think.
You think so, huh?
I'd have to Google it, but I'm pretty sure. Right?
Yeah, you should Google it.
Okay. Well, anyway, have a good night. This is a great chat.
Thanks. Fucking brain damage, dude. I know that that's not very woke of me. I don't know what else this is. I don't know what else this is, dude. We need to ban abortion. Would you vote for things that made it easier for women to have babies in America? No. I'm pro-life. I just don't think the government should have its hands in all those things. But I do think the government should have a hand in whether I decide what to do with the pregnancy that I helped create. These are the thoughts of a fucking moron. These are the thoughts of somebody who cannot conceptualize of like the entire argument. Period. It's insane. It's fucking oatmeal, dude. Somebody said I have sad eyes. Yeah, I'm sad. This is making me sad. I'm having a sad time, dude. Since about 2015, I've been having a bad time with this. That's one of those arguments too. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Even like as a Republican, and it's frustrating because you're for small government conservative. That's what conservative is. The government should have the least amount of federal government should have the least amount of involvement in our day-to-day lives. You should just do things that and like stay out of get rid of my fucking, don't take my guns, right? And then they're like, I don't think the government should have a say in what I do. But I do think that they should be able to tell me what I should do with my, literally the most individual thing that I have in my possession, my body. How? How does that make, it doesn't make any sense. They've convinced you that you care about this, banking entirely on the fact that you have no idea what like physiology is and what happens during pregnancy or the dangers. You have no fucking idea. You don't even know who your goddamn mayor is. You don't know who your fucking representatives are. And of course you don't know what happens in the childbirth. Even women, even some women, they sit there and they're banking on this, and they're so right. You people are so dumb. You're apocalyptically fucking stupid. And they're right. And then you say, I'm for small government, except for when I want big government. And you hold these two things at the same time, which is very dissonant, and you have no way of reconciling this. So instead of deciding one or the other, you decide that facts don't matter. And you sink further into the abyss. And unfortunately, as you do that, you're holding on to my belt buckle. And you're just pulling me down into the fucking depths with you. My sanity. All of our collective sanity. What am I supposed to do? He's already president for two more years. Vote for, elect a Democrat senator so that we can stop him from doing this more. I don't think that I could vote for a Democrat. You wouldn't know if you voted for fucking Big Bird. You wouldn't know if you voted in Snuffleupagus for mayor or what their policies are. You moron. Fuck. Bert and Ernie were Democrats. I'm mad, dude. Sorry, I'm just fucking mad. I'm mad at this. I'm mad at the address. I'm mad that we wasted our fucking time. I'm mad that that we got like literal North Korea level propaganda. I'm mad that my jaw clenches every time I see that fat fucker just waddle his ass down a hallway. I'm mad when he just is sundowning all the fucking time. I'm mad that we did this and there's no plan, and that innocent people are fucking dying, and our stock in the world is shriveling, and we are yeah. Hope Corps. Well, blood clot. Okay. friends, countrymen.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
What's up, man? Mm-hmm. What's up?
Nothing. I've just been listening. Just hanging out. I enjoy listening to you sometimes, man. I'm a conservative, but I do agree with some of the things you say.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's good. I enjoy
Sorry for
it.
the rant just then.
That poor gal, man. She doesn't know who her fucking mayor is.
What do you give me your thoughts? Did you watch the address tonight?
No, I work too many hours to pay attention to that shit, which is sad. But my biggest thing as a conservative is, and most our politicians, everything is so fucking. APAC is absolutely fucking terrible. We need to get that out of politics, right? No more lobbying. That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. What if I told you that APAC is like the 4th largest lobby?
Dude, they're terrible, man. They're all terrible.
I don't disagree, brother. I don't disagree with you. What if I told you that they were the 4th biggest lobby, though?
Gosh, man, I looked up a statistic the other day, and I don't even remember how many senators take money from APAC, but it was disgusting.
What if I told you that they listen to me?
I got you, man.
They're the
I'm hearing
4th biggest.
And that's disgusting.
Is it?
I sure fucking think so. I don't know, right?
Right.
It's some giant money laundering, you know. I got to work 5 jobs to live the life I want to live, and I pay all of it in taxes, and I'm just burnt out on it.
You're a farmer?
I'm a farmer, rancher. I own several businesses that I've built. Some are retail, some are, like, we have a coffee shop, which is cool, you know.
What do you think about the general state of the union here with regards to what he's done for our farms?
The other day, and I don't know if it actually got written into law, if it'll get thrown out, you know, he passed it's something to do with inheritance tax. Like if my family passes the farm to me, I don't have to pay, you know, $5 million in tax to continue to farm. It's about the only positive thing I've seen. The shitty part is that they control every single market. Like I raised sheep and it was really good one year. Like we could actually make a living. And then the next year they're like, oh man, let's import 7 billion pounds from New Zealand and wreck the market, right?
Yeah.
Which I get, they're trying to bring food costs down for the nation. I understand. But at the same time, like cattle prices are at an all-time high. And in a couple of years, I would imagine they're going to bring in a bunch of Brazilian beef or, you know, corn is traded by the federal government. Wheat, soybeans, all of the byproducts, federal government.
And the tariffs that he's just been willy-nilly applying.
I can't say on the retail side of things, yes, things have gotten more expensive. Everybody has pretty much just accepted and embraced the suck, right? Like, I don't know if
would you have done that under Biden?
I don't know. The thing that I think we need to do.
If I said to you, hey man, just embrace the suck. If this guy made like your life materially more difficult financially as a farmer, would you have accepted that as an explanation? I don't think so.
I did. I'm not saying Biden made my life shitty as a farmer, but I'm just saying
I'm saying Trump made your life as shitty as a farmer.
The last 8 years being a farmer have been terrible. The inputs are crazy. I like to think we're all doing it to, you know, break even every year and feel good about raising the food and the protein for America, but At some point, it's got to make money to make sense, you know? And then there are subsidies, which I don't qualify for because what I raise isn't what fits the mold for the government, right? The kickbacks. I have not taken a bailout. I paid off my student loans. Somebody in the comment just asked me that.
No, farm bailout. I don't care about your.
There's a farm bailout in there, which I don't get any subsidies from that. That's like guys that have like 5,000 acres of corn and
There's smaller farms that takes.
I know, but you know, you go in and say, I'm going to raise 1,000 bushels of corn this year. And if you only hit 900, they give you the extra 100, right? Whatever the minimum is there, you know?
I guess my question to you is like, as a conservative,
Yep.
that is still using that label. What is it that is keeping you moored to this party at this point?
As a kid, right, I worked for a landscaping company into my young adult years, side by side with guys that weren't citizens. And I helped my brother build that into one of the largest landscaping companies in Texas, right? It was fantastic. He's crushing it. Those guys, the guys I work next to, I would be paying into taxes. They would get paid cash, which is fine. They were probably making a few dollars less an hour. 100% of their dollars minus what they had to eat went south over the border to pay for their families. They didn't pay into the system. They didn't. And they're, right now, there's 300 employees working for that company.
And your brother hired them?
Yeah, that's just how it works down there, man. And I'm not saying those dudes were the coolest dudes to work with, man. I'm all about it. But the system is broken. We need immigrants. I wish they could just, like the modern Ellis Island, bro, like have something on the south border, say, hey, come here, get your papers, get your social security number, whatever it is, a trial period, give her hell, man, right? Go get a job.
That's not what the conservatives ran on, though. The conservatives
Well,
ran
that's
on
what, if I was going for
deportation
president.
for doesn't matter who. And having lived with families south of the border and who were completely reliant on exactly what you're describing, maybe that's why I have such a easy time with that exchange for like labored work going to paying other families who don't have means in their country like we do for to feed themselves. And so like but at the same time, like the stated mission statement of this particular administration was unrepentant like deportation. And like, so that isn't what you're saying is more in line with what Democrats are saying, which is like surge resources to immigration judges and attorneys to sort of stop the backlog of citizenship applications and asylees. So like, that's not why you are a conservative.
I know. I
So
do
why are
like
you-
the idea of the border wall, closed border, but at the same time, like I said, 100% of my ancestry is from Ireland, Scotland. Like we came over, it was terrible for my people, right? They were basically slaves. And we came here as immigrants. I get it. I mean, look it up, man. I'm sure you know. I've been down that rabbit hole.
Basically slaves. I don't know if you know this. Basically slaves is not the same thing.
I get it, man. I understand.
When our country did kind of have a different relationship with slavery. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Irish immigrants were 1.5 steps up from there. I get it, but they were treated
Cool.
like absolute dog shit.
Okay.
Anyway,
So you immigrated.
my whatever it was, 4 generations ago, we were all immigrants, right? But it was. I feel like They came here, they paid taxes, they did the thing. They did the American dream, which is a fucking scam, man.
Dog, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that answer is. I'm asking you why you're a conservative. And so like the answer to that is your ancestors came here and paid taxes. My ancestors, my grandparents fled the Holocaust. Also, I'm second gen. So like
You just got here, man.
kinda, but also like so did a lot of people. That is fundamentally what makes this country great. That is on the thing. If you ask somebody what would be a good symbol of America, they would say statue of, and on that thing it says huddled unwashed masses. That is describing the fabric of our society, and that is getting co-opted and muddled by people whom you subscribe support to. And I'm curious, what is it that continues to earn your title as a conservative? So far, you haven't given me much. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm also like, let's figure this out, because also like if it is, the title is killing us. The title is continuing to mire us in this horrific sort of bastardization of conservatism, which we are watching start a war in Iran for no fucking reason. To I think, hide his involvement in a multinational child sex trafficking ring. That's not conservatism. That has nothing to do with you as a conservative. Why do you continue to support this?
Dude, if he is on that fucking list and somebody comes out and they prove that he's
on the list like a bunch of times. It's like he's the number one most mentioned person in these files. That's not what I'm asking you. Don't get distracted. Why?
Send him to the fucking gulag, dude. Send him to the fucking gulag if he's on there.
Why
and
are
convicted.
you a conservative in this moment?
I like the idea of America first, American citizens first. My idea there.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
To me,
Wait,
to me, right?
American
Here, to me.
citizens first.
Let me explain. So, my tax dollars, I pay quite a few of them. I would rather see those go to all of our American things instead of, I don't remember what the exact number was, millions of dollars to women's studies in Uganda, right? There's just this padded bullshit, dude. Let's go here. One issue bills, right? Let's just Senate, Congress, let's vote on one fucking thing at a time instead of 9 million
What is
page
our budget?
bullshit.
What's our budget for the military?
Fuck, dude, I don't even know. I don't.
Take a guess. Don't cheat. Take a guess.
$5 trillion.
Wrong.
More?
Less. How much do we take?
500 billion.
Higher. It's $1 trillion a year.
That's a lot.
It's not a lot. It is an incomprehensible amount of money. What is our take home in tax revenue? I'll help. It's 5 trillion. So a fifth of our budget goes to buying bombs to blow up Iran. When you say our budget being used for shit like women's studies in Uganda, like that represents a vanishing fraction of the money that we're spending, which translates into goodwill for America abroad, which is in short order at the moment. I don't know if you noticed, everyone fucking hates us because we are just complicit in a genocide. And with our money, by the way, that we're sending to AIPAC, that you're fucking, hang on, yeah, but like here's my point. The brilliance of like modern conservatives is convincing people making $30 an hour that the people making 7 cents an hour in Uganda is the issue. We are spending money on our military and other tax incentives for rich people and corporations at the expense of our healthcare and education and well-being and infrastructure. What I think America first is spending money on us.
I agree.
Instead of this nationalist bullshit that you are peddling.
I don't want this fucking war any more than anybody here.
Crucially, you got duped by saying sending condoms to Africa to slow the
I
spread
get
of
it, dude.
AIDS globally
I fucking get it.
is where our money is going. And rather, instead of cutting Jeff Bezos a $80 billion tax break, you guys get duped by this so fucking easy. America First is like we are trampled under this idea, and like it's frustrating to me.
This is my stance, right? Let's just shut it all off. All of our tax dollars leaving our country, including APAC, Israel,
not
the
how it
whole
works.
fucking thing.
That's
I
not
get
how it
it, but
works.
wouldn't it be nice for 5 fucking years to have a break and like pay our shit down, pay our
That's
fucking
not-
debt down? So $18 billion a year to APAC. I have a really hard
Why?
time with that.
Hang on. Yeah. Same. Same, brother. But we just spent $18 billion in the last 2 weeks on this war.
I don't agree with it.
Great.
I've openly
but
voiced that I don't agree with that war.
Sick. But push comes to shove. Are you going to vote for these people? Yeah.
I honestly, in the
Let's figure
background,
out why. Sick. Then let's not. But what I'm saying is, like, we are a global economy. We rely entirely now on commerce from every other country because we have outsourced all of our manufacturing in favor of like higher paying, higher skilled jobs in America, including yours. And so like you ship your product globally. If we turn everything off, people don't buy our debt anymore. Our debt is what is keeping our economy going in the form of our bonds. That's not how this works. And like, yeah, if you say just us for a minute, great. But that is like isolation. You don't. Isolationism will drive our country into the fucking ground. Even George Bush, who is a functional fucking idiot, understood that. That is why this is so important. The framing of America First is functionally like a deeply racist holdover from other things. Germany said that a bunch of times, right? But like that is where that comes from. It sounds smart, but in reality, it is a massive transfer of wealth from the lower and middle class to Donald Trump.
To the billionaires. I get it. And his buddies, so I think in his mind, right, let's justify his thought process. He's like, well, my buddies employ 77 million people. Let's give them a break to employ 79 million, right? Is that what they're thinking?
You tell me when the last time. All you have to do is look around. We have somebody worth damn near $1 trillion, right? We have people. We have more and more billionaires every day, and we have less and less money at the bottom. When was the last time you say that? When was the last time the idea of this sort of economics, meaning give tax cuts to the ultra massive wealthy, will translate into economic prosperity for more? People are getting laid off as their jobs are becoming more and more, ever more obsolete. This thing that you are being told for the last 40 years, since before you and I were born, when Reagan decided to roll this out and flip the highest taxable income rate, has driven us from economic prosperity in the late 80s and early 90s into this ever widening gap between the richest and the poorest. And it is not just growing, it is accelerating exponentially. It hasn't worked for the last 40 years. It will not work in the next 10. And the people that are benefiting from this are currently sitting in the fucking White House.
Yeah, I get it. I understand that. And I don't know how to. Okay, so how do we fix it? How do we fix it? Voting
for the people. Yeah,
dude. Kamala Harris is not going to fix it.
She had one of the strongest, like, running. One of her messages was taxing the fucking 1%. Was making sure the billionaires paid their fair share. She kept saying that. That was one of the biggest things that she kept saying. And unfortunately, like that does get drowned out in the fact that like in all of the trans nonsense and all the other shit. But like that's one of the things she ran on. And that sucks that like you guys didn't hear that. But that sure was one of the things she kept saying is making billionaires pay their fair share. Make I don't know what to tell you. And so let's elect people that see this. I'm with you. I think that we should be giving health care to like people who can't afford it and who are dying.
Babies, old people. I agree. Take care of them, man.
Everyone.
If
There was a woman in here yesterday. Her son, she has insurance. Her son got a lower back injury, like broke his part of his spine.
I listened to it.
10
That lady
grand
was
in
painful
debt.
too, bro.
But guess what? That is and she has insurance. That is an economic reality for Americans, where that is not an economic reality for Denmark and Sweden and Finland and Spain and Germany and Russia. Not Russia. That was an outlier. And like
Russia,
the Netherlands and Belgium and all of these country. Canada doesn't have this problem and gun deaths. So like that's a thing we can fix.
But those
with our budget,
90% of those countries you just named also have very strict immigration laws. I would say 90% of the Netherlands is probably like Netherlandish people, whatever the hell they're called, right?
You're saying that just based on vibes?
I feel it, dude. Let's Google it together.
I love feelings over facts. That's what you guys say.
Fucking A, dude. Your shit cracks me up, man. I do enjoy listening to you on here. It's funny. I feel bad for some people that are, that you just fucking
Here's
roast.
what I think. I think America First is I'm trying to think of a good analogy of them selling this idea and then turning around and like telling you it's a bridge and then it's just a bag of shit with like on fire.
Let me fix this. My America First is not color based, race based. American citizens, the people that are here crushing it, going to work every day, raising a family, take care of the people on American soil, our people, the people paying taxes, trying to work every fucking day, right? Like, fix that first. Fix the broken systems here first. They're all broken, man. And everything the government touches gets more and more fucked, regardless of party, regardless of...
But that's not true. No, hang on. Let's live in reality.
Let's give it it's mostly true. Let's give it as mostly true.
It's mostly not true. The cyclical nature of our democracy in the last 40 plus years, what you're saying is wrong. In my time on Earth, Republicans take control of the government, rip regulations out of our democracy or out of our economy. The economy crashes. A Democrat takes control of a crashed, shuttered, on fire economy, slows growth to the point of near fucking riot, to like higher interest rates, makes it harder slows the crash, like recovers. A Republican takes control, crashes our economy. The Democrat takes. This is known. You know this to be true. I can say in 2008 when Obama took office after the biggest like plunge created by Republican housing regulations being pulled out, Obama left an on fire government with year over year growth and unemployment like at its lowest. And then Donald Trump tanked it. And then Biden spent the next 4 years pulling us out of a post-COVID recovery that was the best in the entire world. Bad, yeah. Relative to every other country on earth, we did the best. And then here we are again. Donald Trump pulling regulations out, giving tax cuts to the billionaires, and crashing our fucking economy. Brother, it's not both sides. It's never been both sides. One side is out to do the best for their people as they can, and the other side constantly cleans up this mess. I don't know how to describe, and it's frustrating for me when we say this, because like it removes accountability from people who keep getting duped by this propaganda. I'm sorry. You keep buying it, and it keeps fucking us into oblivion. Sorry, but like it's not both sides. It sure isn't both sides.
I get it. I understand what you're putting down.
Sick. Fucking Tallarico, baby. Good Christian boy. Believes all the things I'm saying, believes all the things that you're saying. What would be super dope is if we flip that fucking Senate seat and stop letting this guy get away with fucking murder. Period. Yeah. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Is just like, you don't even need to tell me that you did it. Just realize there's not a word of what I'm saying is a lie. You know that.
I know.
Okay.
I've read 1 or 2 books before.
I hear it. I believe you. But also,
tribalism's
fucking killing us.
Ah, man. I know.
All right. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, man.
Thanks. Come back. Vote blue, baby. God, that's frustrating. She, that whole thing. She was like, let's make sure, fucking corporations can't buy single family homes anymore. Let's give a child tax credit. Let's give first time home buyer assistance. Let's tax the wealthy more. That's the thing she ran on, dude. I did raise Wout. Poor Wout. Poor Wout. Did you see that fucking finish today, Filippo? God damn. This is going to be unpopular, Brian, but I've watched Wout lose so many fucking races. And at this point, at some point, you gotta go. Look, dude. I've watched Wout Van Aert. Sorry, Wout, if you hear this. I've watched Wout Van Aert close so many gaps for so many people to get second place. It drives me fucking crazy. I've never done that. I haven't raced those races, but he keeps racing like he's invincible. He is, kinda, but also he keeps fucking losing. He does the same thing every time. Closes the gap, closes the second gap, and gets second. I want to just kill him. Like, fuck, dude. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. Who is he talking about? Wout Van Aert. One of the greatest cyclists alive. And an all-around good boy. Close personal friend, Wout Van Aert. Good night. See you. Oh, sorry, Olivia. And sorry, Brenna. I'm leaving. It's been enough. It's enough now. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for, watching this fucking nightmare with me. Thanks for doing it. At least we did it together a little bit. What'd you miss? You missed the fucking whatever address. I'm gonna go make a video about it, I think, now that I have time. See you. Yeah, go raid Brenna. Go live. Everybody go raid Brenna or something. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Back tomorrow. Right? Yeah. Why not? Love you. Bye.
Equality or equity.
No, you're being a bully.
I'm being a bully?